Let us understand a very important concept here, that people are betting their efforts, a blind bet, I would call it, for mains preparation, and they just go on investing time and energy because they know ultimately the salvation lies in good performance of mains. And why I said that's a blind betting is because one very productive year of their life, they take at risk by ignoring PT. Through my career, I have seen so many of them who have not been getting the selection in the earlier attempt, largely because not that they had poor performance and poor preparation or bad preparation about the mains, but because they had not given attention to the PT preparation. And here I come into your life to try and ensure that you have all the efforts put into the mains, all these months, all these weeks, they get used in the year that you're giving your PT examination. So PT has to be clear. And if you look at the questions, I've been discussing these questions in PT Shala for quite some time, quite a few weeks already, that there's not a single question that you think that is beyond you. Oh, come on, this is impossible to learn, impossible to memorize. I just cannot answer this. It is not. But then, a lot of time, a lot of you are not able to do the questions because of three reasons. One, you did not know that I had to do this question. I had to prepare this. You did not know that. Second reason, and you did not know that you don't know that. First, you did not know that you have to do this. Second, nobody told nobody, no way that you knew that I don't know this. Even you are not aware that I don't know this. You said that I prepared for, let's say, a particular segment, but this question I cannot do, you don't know that. And third, you came to know about that you don't know this when you are very close to the actual examination. And you start wishing, I wish I knew that I had to do it, and then I did it at that time. Trust me, I can do all the three things for you. When I can do all the three things for you, I basically mean that I'll tell you that this is to be done. I can tell you that you don't know this. I can identify each one of you individually with your own efforts only. I'll tell you that, hey, you don't know this. And I have been doing this already for quite a few weeks, individually every day. And third, I would let you know in time. These three things I can do for you. If I can do all the three things for you, there are three things which I cannot do for you. You have to do it. I can do all the three things which I just mentioned, but these three things I'm expecting from you. I'm expecting discipline from you. Nobody can discipline you on a regular basis. You are a free person. You are adult, you grown up. You know what is good for you, you know what is bad for you. You have to have discipline. I can tell you that, hey, you have to do this. I can tell you to do now. I can tell you that, hey, this is what you don't know. But the discipline only you can have for you to go on taking this instruction on me on a regular basis. Second thing I can't do is that I can't memorize on your behalf. I cannot memorize on your behalf. You have to memorize on your own. And third thing which I cannot do, you have to do it yourself, is that you have to have your own skill set of answering those questions. Like, what is my risk quotient? What kind of questions normally goes wrong? I should not add to my negative list. Those and this is the question which is often I take longer to understand. These conceptual questions of geography is very easy, but factual questions of geography are not good. Factual questions of polity is good, but then conceptual questions of polity I mix up. You have to know it and know it a little more precisely, and all of you. I'll take you there. And if you are disciplined, if you memorize what I have indicated that you don't know, and you develop your skill set as to which questions I should be answering which way, I'm sure it is not that you are into sleepwalking for the mains preparation. In fact, I think an approach which I have been always mentioning and reminding people. And that's what I would like to tell you also. In this PT examination, the idea of DMR really plays very important role. When I say DMR, like you have to diagnose what is my weak area. I'll tell you how to diagnose. Diagnosis is important because all of you may be having difficulty of different type of questions at different level. So you have to diagnose it properly. And then once you have diagnosed, you have to go for memorizing them. You know that which is my weak area, and I better not leave it like that. So memorize that. And third is revision. Revision, after you memorize, it's not that it's there for you forever. Only thing is that it's easier for PT examination because options are also given. So I suppose diagnose, memorize, and revise that you have got. So in this backdrop, I'm going to take you through 10,000 questions, which is where we are going to start from 6th of January, every single day. Holidays you have, whatever you have got, every single day, you will find questions coming from us. And then at 10:30 p.m., I'm usually using that last part of the day. When you don't have anything more at your desk, you've done your day, whatever you had to do, you did it or not do, irrespective. I think I would be having our team, Mr. Ankit, will be uploading at 10:30 p.m. 100 questions from 6th of January. Please take it down. From 6th of January, 100 questions will be uploaded on a daily basis. And these 100 questions, which normally for UPSC will be given longer time, here we are going to give you only about an hour. It's not for learning. And this is going to be in the form of a YouTube video. It's going to be for little over 1 hour every single day. I understand that you get more time in UPSC, but here, what I'm trying to do is that you would be getting 36 seconds, nearly half the time that you get in UPSC, because idea is that it's not that I am going to learn from here. I have to learn through this. Take the hint from here. There will be 36 seconds for each question that you will be having. And then there'll be no explanation, no teaching. Because I know that you can learn the answers from anywhere. There are so many sources that you have got. My intention is not teaching, but diagnosing in time that, hey, this is one area where you have a problem. And if you're smart enough, don't think that you have too much of time and will diagnose at a time when it is very close to the PT examination. It'll be too late for you. I want to do it now. And you can have those videos, you can play, you can pause that, and there'll be no subjects separately. There's no learning here. That's what we're doing in PT Shala. But then what I'm trying to do is that there'll be mixed set of questions that will be there, and you have to identify what is my pattern of weaknesses. And then keep your pen, keep your watch, and keep your paper there, and then go on identifying that how you're performing and which one is giving you difficulty. You have to identify the pattern, and then that way you know yourself a little more. Skilling happens at that level, and nobody can do it. You have to do it. I can possibly take you there. I told you the three reasons why the people fail. I take you there. But there's certain things which is beyond me. There's nothing directly that you can imagine will anybody tell you that, hey, this is my problem. You have to learn it. And we are doing it all very free. At KSG, I'm putting in a lot of effort. Mr. Ankit is putting a lot of efforts. Our team is putting a lot of effort for ensuring that you make best out of it. And all of you are participating in that. They know so many weeks in advance that this is one area I need to work. You can always take test series. Test series gets you to know as to vis-a-vis others how much you know. But then I always believe in meta competition. When you're competing with your own self, and you get to know as to when you have difficulty. If it is told in time, you can always correct it. Do not have that ostrich bias that I'll procrastinate now, and then I'll feel that, hey, everything is always good, and I have done all the books they recommended. No, check it. It is very important. And do not worry about the score. I mean, that's something which we can definitely improve as we go by correcting all our areas or weaknesses that we come to know about. 10,000 is a lot of questions. 100 questions set, 100 tests, 10,000 in all. We call it KSG 10,000. Is definitely going to get all the areas that you may possibly be having problem. And then you get to know, you can pause that also. Those video you can pause, and then you can possibly get back to the question later. You can move further. The total time will be fixed. But some questions which you can save certain time, you can always get back to those, because you get to see that how I'm performing in a slightly tight conditions. And then you would also know in time that which is the area I need to be working on. And every time a test gets over, before sleeping, set an agenda for the next day. That these are the 5 things I've identified, and I better be working on them tomorrow. And then, if at all questions come from these areas, I should not miss it. And if it misses, you have to give an answer to your own self. And these will be available until midnight. That's what the process that we follow. And they'll be archived after that. So I don't think that I would like to leave it open that for all the time. No, it is available up to certain time. And I'd like all of you to do it. And then if you somehow, for some reason, are missing out, I suppose you can pick up from the archive the following day. But do not pile too much. Try to do as many as possible. And this is an exercise which I can call it as like absolutely independent of PT Shala. In fact, PT Shala, we have some holidays in between. And I would like you to do those questions every single day. Make a note as to what all you need to be working upon tomorrow. And then ensure that it don't really get repeated, like your problems don't get repeated. And this is going to start from 6th of Jan, and we are ending it on 16th of April. And then those 100 days, 100 questions per day coming your way. And then you would be basically knowing as to where you need to be working upon. It's a very unique initiative. Half the time is given. You get to diagnose where is the problem. And then a smart person would know as to how to really have this addressed. And all the questions and the link will be given in the description. If you want to go for some questions backward, you can always search more on that. And then if you need some help from our side, you can talk to your mentors, talk to me, talk through PT Shala. But then I like all of you not to miss out on any PT Shala, any of the tests, because I have a promise given to myself. All those people who are regular here, they do not miss out anything on the PT. And then they just go on shooting the PT in a more effective manner. In fact, this is a very, very special initiative. And regularity, discipline, your capacity to identify your own weaknesses, having them corrected regularly will ultimately make you cross the PT without much of trouble. And there are so many seats. Only thing is people do not take it very seriously. And then it's very easy to pass PT if you just systematically work around that. I am there with you, provided you are regular with me.